I'm Niquette Hunt. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Candesant Biomedical, and I'm thrilled to share with you a little bit of the Candesant story, which boils down to no sweat in just about 3 minutes. So everyone sweats. Celebrities, politicians, the occasional CEO trying to cram a 20-minute presentation into about 7 minutes. And about 1/3 of us think that we sweat too much under our arms, and that's about 84 million people. And because the treatments out there aren't very easy to use or efficacious, a lot of us just change our lifestyle to achieve relief. Change clothing, showering often, and it has a significant quality of life impact. Anything from bothersome sweating all the way to the point where you're dripping or soaking through clothes. Our solution's really simple. It's administered in a physician's office. It's a topical, non-invasive patch. It's applied directly to the underarm, stays on for about 3 minutes, and there's minimal discomfort and absolutely no downtime. It's based on the principle that alkali metals in combination with water generate energy. And our insight was that if you limit the water and you limit the metal, you get a very targeted deposition of energy exactly where the water is. It's delivered in a 3-layered patch, and when put on a dry underarm, it generates enough heat to reduce sweating for an extended period of time, and I'll show you some of that data in a moment. We also have anecdotal evidence that it inhibits the bacteria that causes the odor that's associated with sweat. The procedure itself is really simple. The axilla is cleaned and dried in the office. The patch is placed directly on the underarm. Subjects experience like a slight feeling of warmth and tingling. The patch is removed, the axilla is cleansed, and the patient goes on their merry way. In our first feasibility study, which we did last summer, what we saw was a large dramatic reduction in sweat, roughly 70% over the course of 6 weeks, and that was improvement that consumers saw 24 hours post-treatment, and it was peaked at week 3 and sustained to week 6. We actually ended the study at week 6 because we thought that our duration of action would be roughly 6 weeks, and what we're finding is that duration is much longer, closer to 2.5 months. Our next study, which we just completed, was a randomized study, and this was designed to not only look at the gross reduction in sweat, but more importantly, the impact of quality of life. So we used the standardized hyperhidrosis disease severity scale, which is kind of the standard validated scale, and we also piloted a couple exploratory endpoints to really quantify the impact of this condition on consumers. And what we saw is that we achieved our primary endpoint, which is the hyperhidrosis disease severity scale, which is only a 4-point scale. And we were able to have a 2-point reduction in the vast majority of subjects. And we also achieved statistical significance with only this small study with a handful of patients, so we're pretty proud of that. Importantly, we were able to quantify the level of bother and the impact on daily activities. On a 5-point scale, we were able to reduce the bother by about 2.5 points versus less than 1/4 point in the placebo arm. And the impact was seen as early as week 1, and we see that there's a widening of the separation between sham and treatment over time. So what you're seeing is the sham are washing out because there's no impact, and the people who are treated are sustaining and even improving their benefit. The same pattern that we see on the impact on daily activities, the same exact pattern, which we're very happy to see. The safety profile was extremely clean. Out of all the 20 subjects treated, we had 2 extremely minor irritation AEs that resolved quickly with some Neosporin, and people were able to go on their way. We had a couple of irritation events where people were using deodorant that was not approved. Importantly, one of the things that we like about our treatment is it's very attractive to physicians and the customer who will be buying our products. It leverages the existing patient base because we're not just focused on people who have hyperhidrosis, we're focused on the broader group of people who think they sweat too much, and those people are already in the office. The treatment itself fits very well into the office portfolio because there's There's no capital expense, it's a single unit disposable, and it's very easy to train. And it's profitable because there's minimal incremental chair time. We've got multiple product segment opportunities. Our first product is an in-office procedure targeted at the underarms. We can also expand to other bodily areas like the hands and feet. We think that this technology can be evolved to be a home use device and potentially even an OTC licensing opportunity for the over-the-counter market. So in sum, we have a company that's focused on a very large and growing market. We've got a recurring and self-pay revenue stream that's attractive to both patients and physicians. We've demonstrated that the product can work. We've been very capital efficient as a company, and we've got a team that's done it before and plans to do it again. So thank you very much, and I welcome questions.